Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now here's Tatum. White for three, and the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Outside Durant. Six on the shot clock. Out to Beal. The three. Boston with a rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We discussed just how difficult Jason Tatum is to guard and what he wants his team to do against him, and Coach told me he's a very talented and polished player. I told our guys to stay in front of him, don't fall for the pump fakes, play smart and under control. It's easier said than done, but we'll see if they're up to the task. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Pass to Booker. Here's Dunn. He's covered by Holiday. The Suns need to get off a shot. 13 feet out. And that one hits the back iron.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Now here's Brown. Tatum with a screen. Brown inside. Pass to Tatum. Here's Porzingis. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Kristaps Porzingis a tough cover. This guy knows he can make threes. Now you get inside the lane and look out.
Left side Booker. Richards, high post. On the wing, Durant. And here's Richards. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Now here's Beal. Outside Booker. And stolen by Holiday. Outside Tatum. Rebounded by Dunn. Suns trail by 5. Pass to Richards. Outside Durant. Hauled in by Brown. Boston on offense. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Tatum looking it over. Nice move. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Phoenix with it. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Phoenix no good that time either. Boston leading by 5. Outside Holiday. Done with a steal. Pass to Durant. Here's Dunn. Outside Booker. Back to Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. Durant with it. Defended by Brown. Durant, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Right side Brown. Here's Holiday. No points yet. Shoots over Booker. The shot by Holiday, no good. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Celtics ball. Substitution on the court.
So the first quarter is in the books. Celtics out in front. They lead by 5. And quarter number 2 will get underway. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Jones with the ball. Pass to Beal. Takes a 13-footer. Boston pulls it in. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Plumlee a screen. Puts it up from 15. Beal's shot is good.
Well, this is the sweet spot of Bradley Beal's game. That in-between, that mid-range jumper is money.
Here's Pritchard. O'Neal pulls it in.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Yep, that one's good.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Turnaround Jay. Three-pointer O'Neal. Horford pulls it in. Celtics lead by 4. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Beal.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Porzingis putting the size to work.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Shot from 16. Durant draws the double. 5 to shoot. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Shot clock at 3. Pass to Dunn. No good with the triple. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. 6-point lead. And Tatum fires one home.
I love that Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
Durant with the bucket.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Celtics lead by 6. And Kevin Durant is arguably the greatest scoring forward ever. What makes KD so incredible, Doris?
BA, this game better go into triple overtime if I've got to list everything that makes this guy special. Size, elite shooting, ability to handle the ball at 7 feet, put it on the deck, get past, finish in traffic, rebound. You need me to guard every single position on the defensive end? I can do that. I could go on all night. How much time we got, BA?
One of the all-time greats, Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper. All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams in crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure of a moment, understanding time and score, how to get a quality shot on every possession, how to string together multiple stops? Can you make shots under duress of great defense? There are so many things that differentiate between the good and the championship.
Plumlee a screen to the paint. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
56 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside White. Pass to Brown. Man, Brown just showing his toughness inside.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Left side Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Nice D from Brown. Boston leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Horford. The kick out to White. Horford, right side. Overdone. And so it's the Boston Celtics up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Defense is setting the tone. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Suns trail by 8. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Phoenix shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And he makes both free throws. Celtics lead by 6. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Brown can't hit. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And here's Booker. He's scoreless. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The deep three from Durant. Porzingis grabs the board. Brown inside. And Brown with the stuff.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
Pass to Holiday. Outside Tatum. Back to Holiday. And stolen by Booker. In transition, here come the Suns. And the basket by Beal.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Devin Booker is a two-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a three-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that.
Durant with it. Guarded now by Holiday. 5 on the clock. Down low. Richards. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Brown. Nice move. Outside White. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Suns trail by 4. Now here's Booker. 1:57 left to play in the third quarter here. An open look for Durant. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh my, what a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And stolen by Booker. To the inside. Here's Beal. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Beal's got 6 points.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Pass to Richards. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
1:06 left in the third quarter. On the wing, Tatum. To snap the cold streak. And finished off by Tatum.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Booker. Boston pulls it in. Tatum on the drive. And the layup is good off the glass. And now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
I'll tell you, that defense was on point. But how about the better offense of Jason Tatum on his way to the cup? Woo-hoo!
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to O'Neal. 4 on the clock. Inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Boston out in front. They lead by a bucket. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The Celtics with the lead. Tatum with it. Picked up by Plumlee. Now here's Craig. Over to the left wing. Left side Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Over Plumlee. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. And it's Phoenix's ball. Now Jones. Now here's Booker. Hounded by Tatum. Goes up on the baseline. They grab their own miss. Outside Booker. Down low. Here's O'Neal. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
After being behind for so long, they must be relieved to finally get this thing tied up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Boston ball. Substitution on the court.
Boston with the ball. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. Phoenix making a switch here. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. There's the block. Here's Dunn. Outside Booker. Back to Dunn. Durant with it. Back to Dunn. Beal left side to take the lead. Doesn't go for him. Outside Tatum. There's the steal. Dunn left side. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball.
Celtics ball. Celtics substitution. Kristaps Porzingis.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. It's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Poke loose. And stolen by Booker. Pass to Brown. It's Brown on the wing. Again, the miss by Boston. Durant with it. It's Booker on the wing. Back to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, Durant. And it's going to be a 3-second call. So it's Boston now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. White looking it over. Pass to Holiday. The kick to Tatum. To end the drought. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Well, Jason Tatum in a big moment. He is unafraid.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Now Durant. Pass to Beal. Back to Durant. Richards with a screen. Looking to get it going. And it's in there.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
And the jam by Brown.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Pass to Durant. Ooh, the defense just making it easy for Durant.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
And here's Tatum. Outside Porzingis. Outside Brown. Good work defensively by Richards. And here's Booker. Outside Durant. Beal outside. Shoots over Tatum. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Now here's Durant. Back to Beal. Pass to Durant. To take the lead. Durant owning the inside.
So unpredictable, so versatile. When KD's working that pick and roll, the defense has a hard time dealing with it.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And Boston has possession. Trailing by 2. Outside, Brown.
First team foul.
The ball's knocked loose.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Booker can't get it to go.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And what action interception in this one. We're about a minute into overtime. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. They get it back. Out to Beal. Outside Booker. Pass to Durant. It's Beal on the wing. Second chance shot. And the play by Durant as he finishes it off for 2 more. Durant's gotten 4 this quarter.
This is where his length and size are a factor. Kevin Durant getting an easy opportunity inside.
Brown, no good. The Suns lead by 4. A little over a minute and a half gone now in overtime. Pass to Durant. To the inside. And stolen by Porzingis. Outside Tatum. White with it. Over Beal. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Now Booker. Outside Durant. From 15 feet away. And the shot goes. And now a 6-point Suns lead.
Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency we always look to.
And it's good. 2 points.
Unshakable trust in Jason Tatum in this sort of situation. Their staff just puts the ball in his hands and lets him make plays.
Two points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Holiday. Brown with it. Richards picks him up. Here's Tatum. It falls! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Checking in for the Celtics.
And Boston has possession. There's Tatum with the 3. Off target from downtown. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. From deep 3-point land. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce. We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Phoenix Suns. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And he gets the bucket. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Richards. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, Durant's such a tough cover in the pick and roll. He will take what the defense gives him. In that instance, nice pass.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Dort with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Blocked. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Clock at 4. Here's Durant. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Williams' shot is good.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Now here's Durant. Nice move. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein. Well, Doris, you look back over the history of the NBA, hard to find a better scorer than KD.
Oh, BA, he is unequivocally on the short list of the greatest scorers the league has ever seen. You think about guys when you think about KD, guys that can create their own shot and hit from anywhere on the floor. You couple that with the size and the release point and the skill with the ball. Kevin Durant is a problem, folks.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. BA?
Okay, thanks, Allie. And it's O'Neal off the drive. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, BA. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Beal. Hartenstein pulls it in. A minute 39 left in the first quarter. Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Williams, high post. And Booker pulls it down. The Suns lead by 3. To the paint. It's a one-on-one situation. And here's Beal. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Richards with a screen. Durant on the attack. That shot, no good. Thunder trail by 3. Williams with it. Now guarded by Booker. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, I love the ferocity on the drive. Williams doesn't lack confidence tearing towards the rim.
Booker with it. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Durant. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
From deep, Holmgren. Durant pulls it in. And so Durant will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 3-point game. Beal outside. Here's Booker. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Phoenix out in front, up by 3. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
SGA doing his thing in close.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Here's Jones. Pass to Beal. Baseline jumper. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
The sweet shooter looks good from any range. The mid-range, Bradley Beal says, yes, sir, that's in my bag.
And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your service.
So it's Oklahoma City now. They trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Beal outside. Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defensive foul.
No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. It's going to be on Bradley Beal. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Booker attacking. It's good.
Well, the defense has got to be willing to guard the jumper, and for Devin Booker, that opens up the drive.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Booker. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Phoenix leading by 4. To the inside. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Pass to Dort. Now Caruso. Clock at 6. Unloads. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now here's Booker. Booker off the bounce. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, you see how confident Devin Booker is down low. Doesn't even think twice about looking to score in there.
Caruso outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a whistle. That one goes on Royce O'Neal. That's his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now Holmgren. No points so far. 5 on the clock. Here's Williams. Driving to the basket. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Suns lead by 8. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Now, here's Williams. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Williams has got 6.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And here's Booker. Pass to Durant. Back to Booker. Launches it. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder trail by 8.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Here's Holmgren. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Thunder trail by 6. Williams with it. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Here's Hartenstein. Covered by Richards. 6 to shoot. Here's Dunn. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Dunn's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, Booker keeping that defense off balance with his passing ability right there.
Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Durant. Just 5 on the clock. And another basket for Phoenix.
Yeah, the whole floor is open for Kevin Durant offensively. Mid-range is his sweet spot, folks.
Pass to Williams. Up and over Dunn. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn.
Nice work defensively, meeting him up top and forcing the miss.
Outside Durant. Back to Booker. From deep three-point land. Outside Durant. From the corner. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
The offensive rebound. Oh, Holmgren with an acrobatic jam.
And get up, Chet. Wow. The next unicorn with the fancy slam.
Here's Booker. Outside Durant. KD jams it straight down.
Yeah, that's the size and reach of Kevin Durant at the rim. Yes, sir.
And Kevin Durant is arguably the greatest scoring forward ever. What makes KD so incredible, Doris?
BA, this game better go into triple overtime if I've got to list everything that makes this guy special. Size, elite shooting, ability to handle the ball at 7 feet, put it on the deck, get past, finish in traffic, rebound. You need me to guard every single position on the defensive end? I can do that. I could go on all night. How much time we got, BA?
One of the all-time greats, Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper. Now here's Durant. He's got 10. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
And Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
And so Durant will bring it up for the Suns. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Beal, right side. Pass to Dunn. From the arc. Now here's Richards. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City.
You can see Shea always active with his hands and feet. That play was all about his defensive instincts.
A minute 15 left in the third. An open look for Durant. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder trail by 8. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Unloads from 13. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Outside Durant. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Richards' shot is off. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Off with the layup. The Suns lead by 6. Now here's Booker. Gets it off. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. We'll be right back. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Booker. Outside Jones. Just 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. It counts, and the foul. It goes on Tyus Jones.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact. Now gets to the free throw line.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
Well, how about the work they've done from the in-between area? They are making it rain, and the storm ain't over yet.
Dunn outside. Booker surveying the D. And there's the drive. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Wiggins outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's off from three-point range. The Suns lead by 5. Now Jones. Booker with it.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Oklahoma City making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. 6 to shoot. Pass to Dunn. Back to Booker. It's Beal on the wing. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 5. Wiggins for 3. It doesn't go for him.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside Booker. Pass to Durant. Over Dort. Phoenix no good that time either. Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Booker. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Booker defending. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The tremendous length at the guard spot that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
At the line for 2.
And he makes both free throws.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Offensive board. Pass to Dunn. The kick to Durant. And another shot. Jump shot is good.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points here in the second half. We've got a minute 48 left in the fourth. Pass to Booker. Here's Dunn. Richards with a screen. Takes a 13-footer. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Holmgren. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Richards with a screen. Outside Durant. Over Dort. Durant, no good. So it's the Thunder now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes! And that one brings them within 1.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Beal outside. Back to Durant. Pass to Richards. And it's good.
Well, that's just a pretty pass. Kevin Durant carrying the scoring load when he has to, but boy, can he get others involved.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Money.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, by virtue of skill and temperament, so ready to deliver in these moments.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. 20 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Pass to Durant. And rejected. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Here's the lob. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce.